What's up, my beautiful people? Good morning, good evening, good night to wherever you are in the world today. We're back at it again with yet another review. First impression review of one of my highly anticipated, one of my favorite shoes that I was excited to review. None other than the Vomero Plus. I finally got my hands on these and I've spent an entire week running in these, about 55 plus miles. And I got a lot to say, as I always do. So let's get into it. Before we get into the details, before we get into business, if you're new right here, my name is Bert. I love running shoes and I review running shoes, especially if you're a bigger runner. You'll probably enjoy my content because I myself am a bigger runner. I'm not only doing it for the bigger runners out there, but my perspective is keen for the bigger runners out there. If you guys don't mind, like, comment, and subscribing, it does go a long way. I do love interacting with each and every single one of you all. So if you got something to say, put it in a comment. We'll chop it up. So we go through the aesthetics, we go through the upper, midsole, and then the sole. We talk about pros and cons, and we talk about who the shoe is for. We also talk about if the shoe is big body certified. Capiche? Capiche. Let's get into it. So the Vomero Plus is part of Nike's reworked framework for their shoes. We've talked about this before. This has been talked about all over the internet, so if you're not familiar, Nike has restructured. So this baby falls under the Vomero category. We've already done the Vomero 18, which you'll see the 100-mile review coming up soon, but this is the Vomero Plus. This is one above the Vomero 18, and then you got the Vomero Premium, which you guys have seen on the internet go viral multiple times because it is a behemoth of a shoe. But this sits right in the middle. Is it the sweet spot? We'll talk about it. So, aesthetically, this shoe is phenomenal. I've been wearing this shoe to run in, and I've been wearing this shoe casually because I took this on vacation. We went to West Palm Beach for the weekend. It was my wife and I's anniversary. We celebrate our high school anniversary. So when I first asked her out in September 13, 2008, that's when I asked her with my girlfriend. We celebrate that one more than we celebrate above our actual wedding anniversary. We prefer, and I wore this casually there, and I also wore it to work out. But casually speaking, this shoe is phenomenal. The lines on this shoe, the geometry on this shoe is out of this world. Nike does it like nobody else does it. They can make a high performance shoe such as this, and they can make it stylish. This is why I love Nike so much. I will always be biased toward Nike because of how they follow form and function. Form. Look at this shoe, looks beautiful. Curvature, big Nike bold, colorway is on point. Function, we'll talk about the function in a little bit, but this thing gets active. It gets active and it does it well. So, aesthetically, they knocked it out of the park. Big bold Nike right in there. You got the big zoom arrow, you got the Nike Zoom branding on the heel and on the medial side heel as well. You got the Nike branding right in there. The shoe looks good. You got the Vomero Plus hit right on the tongue. If you didn't know, now you know. Everything about this shoe screams good looking. I even got a compliment. Gentleman said, nice shoes. And I said, back at you. I got some nice shoes on too. So that is that. Nike, kudos to you for always making a good looking shoe. And this one also performs well. So for the upper, you got an engineered mesh upper. It's soft and it's breathable. From my point of view, there is perforations throughout the entire shoe, holes. It's a 2-layer shoe, by the way. So there's one layer and then there's another mesh layer right underneath. You can see that Nike branding right on the toe cap. That is letting you know that there's another layer right above that mesh. Now, I'm not sure if they do that to make this stylistic, if it's a stylistic choice or a functional choice, but they do their best to make this breathable. I don't know if it will be the best shoe to wear in the Florida heat. It's cooling down now, so I'm able to get jiggy with it outside. I can go outside and do my thing, but if it was in the thick of August, the thick of July, I don't know if I'll be wearing these, and I don't know if I'll be complimenting these so much, so we'll have to wait to see. Also, it's padded and it's structured in the heel. The tongue is padded, and then you got the webbed laces for the adjustable fit. Phenomenal. Insole is removable, So if you'd like to use your own insoles, you can do that. So moving on to the midsole, that's where the money is at. This shoe is priced at $180, so we're going to explain why it's priced at $180. Midsole is full Zoom X foam. That's Nike's softest, most responsive foam. It's designed for high energy return, and it's designed for plush and cushioning, and it does that well. Nike executed on the Vomero Plus. I don't care what anybody says. This shoe is definitely big body certified. I've been able to put this shoe through the paces the entire week. I wore only this shoe the entire week for all 55 miles of running. This entire week was done in the Vomero Plus. And I was able to do my interval training up until my tempo work, all the way down to my recovery and easy days in this shoe, and it performed well. This is probably my 2025 version of the Mag Max. Really, I enjoyed this shoe thoroughly. It did everything I asked it to do and more. This right here is more enjoyable. I'm sorry to say this, guys. It's more enjoyable than the Super Blast 2 that I've been running in. It's just what it is right now. I thoroughly like running in this shoe, and I will continue to run this shoe. I will probably put 100 miles in this shoe faster than any shoe this year, and I was not expecting that. I thought there was going to be a similar rendition of the Vomero 18, but I can just tell the Vomero 18 was dumbed down because they were making room for the Plus. And this is in my opinion the sweet spot, the Plus. If you want a reactive, soft yet comfortable shoe, the Plus has you covered. And it says tuned for maximum cushioning. But in my opinion, it wasn't all that plush and cushioning as they keep branding, as they keep saying as well. It was soft and it was cushioned, but it was on the firmer side. It was. I think soft and cushioned would be the Neo Vista. That right there is soft and cushioned, but this right here compared to that is like a slightly softer version of the Evo SL. Now, moving on to the outsole. The outsole does its job and it does it well, but I wish Nike would put more love into the outsole, because in some key areas in Florida, especially in the sand or some of the morning dew, there is some slippage there. It's a high abrasion rubber in parts where the ground touches the ground the most, so as you can see in the forefoot. But it slips. Durability has been holding up well. I don't see any signs of wear on the forefoot or on the heel yet. It's been 50 miles, 55 miles, so that is good, but I have a feeling that the soles will be the first thing. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons that I have witnessed so far. This is stepping, very nice. The upper, very plush. It's a nice, cozy feeling. It's like a warm hug. It is a very comfortable ride. It is on the firmer side though. It's not like a squishy like the Neo Zen, but it is more of like a Evo SL comfort, slightly more comfortable than Evo SL, but it reminds me a lot like the Evo SL. Amazing for long runs. Recovery runs, it can get it done as well. Like when you need to reduce the impact on your joints, this is a great shoe because of that high energy return. It just keeps the cadence going. It keeps you light on your feet, and that's important, especially for recovery runs. Adding to that energy return, excellent energy return. It's like the Energizer Bunny. It just keeps going and going and going and going, especially for a max cushion daily trainer, thanks to that Zoom X. And the last thing is comfortable fit. Very nice fitting upper. The toe box, I didn't talk about it in the upper conversation, but the toe box is wide enough where I can find comfort for my Piggly Wiggly, so I can move my feet freely, so that is also a positive. One of the trade-offs I would say is that it is very narrow in the midfoot. So if you're a heel striker and you're rolling through, you might find it unstable at points. Also, Nike could have been competitive with the price. $180, I mean, it's Nike. You could have mass produced these. I know it's a sustainability question of whether or not that's right, but if you can make the sales and you can make a high quality shoe, people will enjoy them for a long period of time. then we should have made it work with the price. 180 bucks. I mean, we paid 200 for the Mag Max, 180 for this. It's still competitive with the Mag Max in my opinion, but it's Nike. Nike, you could be competitive with the price because you have the bargaining power. So I would like to see the price cheaper, but it is what it is. This being a Max Cushion Daily Trainer, it is heavier than most shoes. Individuals that prefer lighter shoes probably won't like this for its weight. It does show its weight the longer you run, but in my opinion, it cancels it out with that high energy return you get from the Zoom X. So, who is this shoe ideal for? This shoe is definitely ideal for the big body runners out there. So if you're a big body runner, this shoe is definitely for you. It is big body certified. I'll put the stamp of approval up there. This is a great use case for recovery. So if you're looking for a recovery shoe in your rotation, this is also a great shoe. It has a high energy return, so it's going to keep those feet moving and grooving. It's going to keep that cadence high, and it's going to help those joints alleviate some of that weight and some of that pain. Also, for those individuals that prefer a plush ride in regards to a warm, cozy hug for the upper, Nike does a great job in the Vomero Plus. It is a cozy plush ride in the upper, slightly firmer. All right, that's all I got. I hope I covered everything. If I missed anything, please let me know and I'll be happy to discuss it in the comments below. Until then, I will see you when I see you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. If you're new right here, my name is Bert. I love reviewing running shoes, and I review running shoes specifically for bigger runners. Not only bigger runners, but specifically. So if you're new around here, my name is Bert. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I love reviewing new. If you're new around here, my name is Bert, and I love reviewing. If you're new around here, my name is Bert, and I love reviewing running shoes. I myself am a big body runner, and I review big body running shoes. If you're new around here, my name is Bert, and I enjoy reviewing running shoes. If you're new around here, my name is Bert, and I love reviewing. If you're new around here, my name is Bert, and I enjoy. If you're new around here, my name is Bert, and I enjoy reviewing running shoes. I've been doing this for a good If you're new around here, my name is Bert, and I enjoy reviewing running shoes. I review running shoes for the big body runners out there. Not only the big body runners out there, but I have the perspective of a big body runner because I am myself a big body runner. So that is what I do. When I first started running, there wasn't a lot of content out there. So I decided to put my name in the hat and review them. So if you enjoy the content, stick around. Peace.